In the world of DevOps, YAML ain't markup language, has become a cornerstone for defining environments, configurations, and workflows. YAML environments allow teams to describe their infrastructure and application settings in a human readable format. This approach not only enhances collaboration, but also ensures consistency across different stages of the development lifecycle. In this presentation, we will explore how to design and implement checks and approvals using YAML environments, focusing on best practices, tools, and real-world examples. Checks and approvals are critical components in any DevOps pipeline. They ensure that code changes meet quality standards before being deployed to production. By implementing these mechanisms, teams can catch issues early, reduce the risk of failures, and maintain a high level of trust in their deployment processes. Checks can include automated tests, security scans, and code reviews, while approvals often involve manual sign-offs from stakeholders. Together, they form a robust safety net that safeguards the integrity of the software delivery process. Before diving into the implementation, it's essential to understand the basics of YAML syntax. YAML is a data serialization language that is both human-readable and machine-parsable. It uses indentation to represent the structure, making it easy to read and write. Key elements include scalars, strings, numbers, lists, sequences, and dictionaries, mappings. Understanding these basics will help you create effective YAML files for defining environments and workflows. Let's look at a simple example. YAML environment, name, production variables, -key value. Defining environments in YAML involves specifying various settings and configurations that your application needs to run. This can include environment variables, resource configurations, and deployment settings. For instance, you might define different environments for development, testing, and production, each with its own set of variables and resources. Here's an example of how you might define a staging environment. YAML environments, staging, variables, database URL, staging-example.com. Checks in YAML are automated processes that validate the integrity and quality of your code. These can include unit tests, integration tests, linting, and security scans. By defining these checks in your YAML files, you ensure that they are consistently applied across all environments. For example, you might define a check to run unit tests before deploying to staging. YAML jobs, job, run tests, steps, script, npm run test, display name, run unit tests. This ensures that only code that passes the tests is promoted to the next stage. Approvals in YAML are manual or automated gates that must be passed before code can move to the next stage of the pipeline. These can include manual sign-offs from team members, automated checks for compliance, or even external approvals from stakeholders. By defining these approvals in your YAML files, you create a transparent and auditable process. For example, you might require a manual approval before deploying to production. YAML stages, stage, deploy to production jobs, job approval steps, script, echo waiting for approval, display name, manual approval. This ensures that all necessary approvals are obtained before deployment. Combining checks and approvals in your YAML environments creates a comprehensive pipeline that ensures both automated and manual validations are in place. This approach provides a balanced mix of speed and safety, allowing for rapid iterations while maintaining high standards. For example, you might combine unit tests, security scans, and manual approvals in a single pipeline. YAML jobs, job, run tests, script, npm run test, display name, run unit tests. Job, security scan steps, script, npm run scan, display name, run security scan. Job, approval steps, script echo, waiting for approval, display name, manual approval. When designing and implementing YAML environments, it's crucial to follow best practices to ensure maintainability and scalability. Some key practices include 1. Keeping your YAML files dry, don't repeat yourself, by using templates and anchors. 2. Using meaningful names for environments, variables, and steps. 3. Validating your YAML files using linters and validators. 4. Documenting your YAML configurations to make them understandable for all team members. 5. Regularly reviewing and updating your YAML files to adapt to changing requirements. Following these practices will help you create robust and efficient YAML environments. Let's consider a real-world example of an e-commerce application. The application has different environments for development, testing, and production. Each environment has specific checks and approvals defined in YAML. For instance, the development environment might have unit tests and code linting, while the production environment requires security scans and manual approvals. Here's a simplified YAML configuration for the production environment. YAML environments. Production, variables, database URL proddb.example.com, API key, prod API key. Checks, job, run test steps, script, npm run test, display name, run unit tests, job, security scan, steps, npm run scan, display name, run security scan, approvals, job approval steps, echo, waiting for approval, display name, manual approval. Several tools can help you manage YAML environments effectively. These include 1. Azure Pipelines, a powerful tool for defining CI/CD pipelines using YAML. 2. GitHub Actions, allows you to automate workflows directly from your GitHub repository using YAML. 3. Circle CI, another CI/CD tool that supports YAML configurations. 4. Travis CI, a continuous integration service that uses YAML for defining build and test configurations. 5. YAML Lint, a tool for validating and linting your YAML files to ensure they are error-free. Using these tools can streamline the process of managing YAML environments and enhance your DevOps workflows. While YAML environments offer many benefits, there are common pitfalls to be aware of. These include 1. Indentation errors. YAML is indentation sensitive, and incorrect indentation can lead to errors. Always double-check your indentation. 2. Overcomplicating configurations. Keep your YAML files simple and modular to avoid complexity. 3. Lack of documentation. Ensure that your YAML configurations are well documented to make them understandable for all team members. 4. Ignoring best practices. Follow best practices to ensure maintainability and scalability. By being aware of these pitfalls and taking steps to avoid them, you can create more reliable and efficient YAML environments. The landscape of YAML environments is continually evolving, with new trends and technologies emerging. Some future trends to watch include 1. Increased automation. More advanced automation tools and frameworks will continue to emerge, making it easier to manage YAML environments. 2. Integration with AI/ML. AI and machine learning will play a more significant role in optimizing and managing YAML configurations. 3. Enhanced security. As security becomes a more critical concern, expect to see more robust security features integrated into YAML environments. 4. Better collaboration tools. New tools and platforms will enhance collaboration among team members, making it easier to work on YAML configurations together. Staying informed about these trends will help you stay ahead in the ever-changing world of DevOps. Designing and implementing checks and approvals using YAML environments is a powerful way to enhance your DevOps workflows. By understanding the basics of YAML, defining environments, implementing checks and approvals, and following best practices, you can create robust and efficient pipelines. As you move forward, consider exploring advanced tools and staying informed about future trends to continue improving your YAML environments. Thank you for joining this presentation, and we hope you found it informative and valuable for your DevOps journey.